Katoa e hoama, no mai haere mai ki tōku reo. Ko kura taku ingoa.
Kia ora e hoa mā, ko Raimona taku ingoa. Welcome back to another episode of TŌKU REO, the TV show that has you locked in every day learning te reo Māori.
And if you've heard of Professor John Moorfield, you know about his Te Whanake series. Well, this show is based on that series, and a website has also been set up especially to complement this show, so make sure you go and check that out too. The address is www.tokureo.maori.nz.
But before we get into today's grammar point, we need to check out what was learnt on the last show, hey sis?
We were trying to get our head around the are and or categories. That's coming up now in our grammar section.
You know it, whānau. Go
get
do
it.
Katipu, kaora, hee!
Let's get straight into our last grammar point. Can you remember what it was? Take a look at these examples. Hopefully they will refresh your memory. Who are your parents? Ko wai o mātua. Who are your grandparents? Ko wai o tēpuna. Who are your daughters? Ko wai au tamahine. Who are her older sisters? Ko wai ona tuākana. If you noticed, all of the sentences are in plural form. You can tell this because the T has been dropped. Here's an example of what I mean. Ko wai tōna tuākana. Who is her older sister? Ko wai ona tuākana. Who are her older sisters? Now we're going to move on and learn how to ask, where is your home? Kei here literally translates as where is or are. We use tō for your, and kāinga means home. Kei here tō kāinga. Tō can also be used to mean your. A home fits into the all category because it's a building. We'll cover this in future episodes, but for now, let's look at some variations of kei here tō kāinga. Kei here tōna kāinga. Where is her home? Kei o te poti, tōna kāinga. Her home is in Dunedin. Kei here tōku kāinga. Where is my home? Kei Aotearoa tōku kāinga. My home is in New Zealand. Kei here tōu kāinga. Where is your home? Kei o tautahi tōu kāinga. Your home is in Christchurch. Let's see how today's grammar point is put to use in a taxi. Check this out, whānau.
Could you take me home, please?
Ai, kei te pai. Kei hia tō kāinga e ho?
It's just over by the sports grounds.
Okay. Ki te pēhea koe?
Ki te ngiengi. Been trying to finish an assignment. It's due tomorrow.
Ah, are you a student then?
Yeah, aye. Why's that?
You can get a student discount.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, slight change of plans then. We'll stop in at my mate's house first. Is that okay?
Yep, sweet. Kei hia tōna kāinga.
Kei papakura tōna kāinga.
Katipu, kaora,
Kei here taunga tōku kāinga. Anyway, enough about me. Let's take a look at some more examples and variations of kei here tōu kāinga. Kei here tōna kāinga. Where is her home? Kei te papa ioia tōna kāinga. Her home is in Palmerston North. Kei here tōu kāinga. Where is your home? Kei Kemureti tōu kāinga. Is your home in Cambridge? Kei te ika a Māui tōna kāinga. His home is in the North Island. Don't let any new kupu overwhelm you, whānau. Get online and learn your vocab. Let's cross back to the taxi and see another real-life example of how to use this grammar.
Kei te pai koe e hoa.
Ka hore. I just saw my niece off and I missed her already.
Oh, poor thing. Kei whi tōna kāinga.
Kei te Waipounamu tōna kāinga. My sister moved there last year, so don't see them as much.
Oh, I know how you feel e hoa. I moved there a couple of years ago from Pewhairangi. I have a brother here though.
Oh, that's nice. Kei hea tōna kāinga.
He lives with me actually.
Oh, when I thought I had problems. Kei hea tōu kāinga.
Ah, kei manu rewa tōku kāinga.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hi!
Awesome mahi today, whānau. Now we know how to ask someone where their home is. Kei hea tōu kāinga. Coming up next, dialect. After that is our break, whānau, and then Raimona's here with our new words for the day.
The term Pākuha is a typical Te Arawa kupu, and it refers to in-law to in-law. A good example is my father would be a Pākuha to my father-in-law, or my mother would be a Pākuha to my mother-in-law, or my parents would be Pākuha to my wife's parents or to my in-law. So it's in-law to in-law.
To access the podcast, go to www.tokureo.maori.nz and click on episodes. Choose your episode and move the mouse to the right-hand side of the screen where you'll find a link called Podcast. Click this link to download TŌKU REO podcast to your iPod, MP3 player, etc. With video, audio and exercises, you can brush up on your Te Reo Māori skills anywhere, anytime, 24/7. Kia kaha!
Ka tipu, ka ora, hi! Ka tipu, ka ora, hi!
To reinforce what you're learning on TŌKU REO at home, visit our website at www.tokureo.maori.nz. On the homepage, you'll find a link to episodes. Find the episode you'd like to swat up on and click it. Here you'll find a summary of what's in that episode as well as a list of interactive exercises down the right-hand side. Here's an example. Back at the homepage, you'll also find links to the other Te Whanake resources, more exercises, a forum for TŌKU REO viewers, and a free online Māori dictionary. Have fun, kia ū!
Ka tipu, ka ora, hi!
No mai hoki mai. Welcome to the vocabulary section. The section where you get to learn some new words and we both get to have a bit of fun at the same time. So, whakarongo mai. Listen up, because this is how it'll work. Now, you'll hear the correct pronunciation of each word first, hear what its English translation is, and also see the word in its written form. So, if you're ready, here's the first word. O tautahi. Christchurch. O tautahi. Roto. Inside. Roto. Kemureti. Cambridge. Kemureti. Te ika a Maui. North Island. Te ika a Maui. Runga. On. Runga. Alrighty, now you'll get the same 5 words, but this time you'll see some images that will help you to remember what each word means. So here's what will happen. The image for the word will be shown first, then you'll get to hear the pronunciation and finally see how it's spelled. Here we go again. O tautahi. Christchurch. O tautahi. Roto. Inside. Roto. Kemureti. Cambridge. Kemureti. Te ika a Maui. North Island. Te ika a Maui. Runga, on, runga.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hi!
We're halfway through whānau. Up next are 5 more kupu. Just like the first lot, you'll hear the pronunciation, then hear the English translation, and finally see how to spell it in that order. Easy peasy. So here we go again, and up first is waho, outside, waho. Rohe, district, rohe. Rakiura, Stewart Island, Rakiura. Raro, under or below, raro. Aotearoa, New Zealand, Aotearoa. This time you're going to get some more images to associate each kupu with. This will help you remember them, so take note. And here we go. Waho, outside, waho. Rohe, district, rohe. Rakiura, Stewart Island, Rakiura. Raro, under or below, raro. Aotearoa, New Zealand, Aotearoa.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hi!
Before we get to see the whole 10 words again, don't forget our website address is www.tokureo.maori.nz, where you can catch up on anything, practice your grammar, or even get a full list of kupu hou. So go and check it out. Get to it, whānau. Here we go. Make sure you say them out loud with me too. O Tautahi, Christchurch, O Tautahi. Roto, inside, roto. Kemureti, Cambridge, Kemureti. Te ika a Maui, North Island. Te ika a Maui. Runga, on, runga. Waho, outside, waho. Rohe, district, rohe. Rakiura, Stewart Island, Rakiura. Raro, under or below, raro. Aotearoa, New Zealand, Aotearoa.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hi!
Awesome job, guys. Way to go. You've made it to the end of today's vocab section. Make sure you come back after the break for more grammar and vocab in our exercise segment. But up first is Te Taura Whiri I Te Reo Māori with this week's newly coined word. We'll see you after the break.
You know, the word taxi is not the nicest of words to try and transliterate into Māori. That is to say, tekehi, the more commonly used word for taxi. It's one of those words where if you're not careful, you might end up saying the wrong thing and offending someone. At Te Taura Whiri Te Reo Māori, we've come up with a new word for taxi, waka tono. Waka meaning vehicle, and tono meaning to order. Waka tono, taxi, and no more cause for offence.
To reinforce what you're learning on TŌKU Reo at home, visit our website at www.tokureo.maori.nz. On the homepage, you'll find a link to episodes. Find the episode you'd like to swat up on and click it. Here you'll find a summary of what's in that episode as well as a list of interactive exercises down the right-hand side. Here's an example. Back at the homepage, you'll also find links to the other Te Whanake resources, more exercises, a forum for TŌKU Reo viewers, and a free online Māori dictionary. Have fun, kia ū!
Ka tipu, ka ora, hii! Ka tipu, ka ora, hii!
To access the podcast, go to www.tokureo.maori.nz and click on episodes. Choose your episode and move the mouse to the right-hand side of the screen where you'll find a link called Podcasts. Click this link to download TŌKU Reo Podcast to your iPod, MP3 player, etc. With video, audio and exercises, you can brush up on your Te Reo Māori skills anywhere, anytime, 24/7. Kia kaha!
Ka tipu, ka ora, hii!
Here we are again, whānau, at the business end of the show.
Yep, we've come to the exercises. Hope you've been paying close attention because this is the part of the show where we get to test you on today's grammar point.
That's right. So that's kei hea tōru kāinga. Hope you're ready to get into it because it's over to you, bro. Tell us how this first exercise works.
Hey, bring it over here, sis. Alrighty, whānau. This first exercise is a multi-choice. I'll ask you a question in English and you get to pick from a choice of 3 which is the correct answer. Now, you won't get to see the English sentence, so you'll have to ata whakarongo or listen carefully. Check this example out. Where is her home?
Kei hea tōna kāinga.
All good, eh? Now it's your turn. Don't forget, you only get 10 seconds before the answer's shown. My home is in Stewart Island.
Kei rakiura tōku kāinga.
Where is your home? Kei hea tō kāinga. Your home is in Palmerston North.
Kei te papa I oia tōu kāinga.
Where is my home?
Kei hea tōku kāinga. Ka pai, our next exercise is another multi-choice, but this time we'll test how many of today's kupuha you can remember. Yeah?
Hey, wicked. It's us.
An image will appear on your screen as well as 4 possible answers. You have 10 seconds to figure out which is the correct word for that image, and once the 10 seconds is up, you'll see the correct answer highlighted. Let's see an example.
Wicked. Te ika a Māui. Not bad, eh? Now it's your turn.
Rohe.
Raro.
Te papa I oia.
Waho. O tautahi.
Awesome work. This last exercise will see how much of the new sentence structures you can remember.
We'll revisit our mate in the taxi, and just before she's about to speak, the footage will freeze.
Cool. So you'll get a chance to say the answer before the footage restarts, and to help refresh your memory, the English translation will be at the bottom of the screen. So here's an example.
Ai, kei te pai. Kei hia tō kāinga e ho.
Now you guys give it a go. It helps to practice, remember, saying it out loud.
Sweet. Kei hia tōna kāinga.
Kei papa Kura tōna kāinga.
I have a brother here, though.
Oh, that's nice. Kei hea tōna kāinga?
He lives with me, actually.
Oh, when I thought I had problems. Kei hea tōu kāinga?
Kei manu rewa tōku kāinga.
Ka pai e hoa ma, you've done great, and that's brought us to the end of the exercises. But, no, bro.
Almost out of there.
We haven't quite finished for the day. Up next, we have this week's learning tip by...
Professor John Moorfield.
That's right.
You know it.
Tēnā nō koutou katoa. As the need arises, every language borrows words from other languages that they come into contact with. Usually, they are changed a little to fit into the sound system of the new language. Māori is no exception to this. These are usually called loanwords or borrowed words, although there is no intention that Māori, or English for that matter, will ever give their loanwords back to the original language. In the early stages, you will probably find it easier to learn loanwords than other words because of their similarity with English. However, be aware that loanwords do not necessarily have the same meaning, range of meanings, or even be used in the same way as the original word. Wiwi is a Māori loanword for France or French, but it obviously does not mean that in French, from which it was borrowed.
Kotsipu, kaora, hee!
Woohoo! Good stuff, e hoa ma. Now we know how to ask where your house is. Make sure you come back and join us here tomorrow for recap. Whānau, by now you know repetition works wonders when trying to learn something new.
Ai rā whānau, and I bet that you've noticed that too. So tomorrow we'll be revisiting today's grammar point, and we'll get to hear it being used in a real-life conversation by our native speakers of Te Reo Māori.
Yes, that's the one, sis. I know I don't have to tell you that you don't want to miss that whānau, but you don't want to miss that whānau. So we'll see you back here, same time tomorrow.
And if you find you have a few extra minutes of free time up your sleeve, just log on to our website, www.tokureo.maori.nz.
Oosh, you know what, Te Reo Māori whānau is there waiting for you. So until then,
Kia mau.
kia u,
Ki
tōku
tōku
reo.
reo.